Midnight glow falling down, stars whisper secrets now. Moonlight paints shadows bright in this magic midnight light. Walking streets feel the breeze, lost in dreams time can freeze. City sleeps, we're awake, in this spell we won't break. Midnight dreams, they're calling. Midnight dreams, we're falling. Under starlit skies we'll fly. In our dreams we soar high. Whispers in the quiet night, echoes of a distant light. Hearts beat in perfect time as our souls begin to climb. Close your eyes, feel the beat. Lose yourself in a rhythm sweet. In our dreams, time will bend. This magic night will never end. Midnight dreams, they're calling. Midnight dreams, we're falling. Under starlit skies we'll fly. In our dreams we soar high. Close your eyes, feel the beat. Lose yourself in rhythm sweet. In our dreams time will bend. This magic night will never end. Midnight dreams, they're calling. Midnight dreams, we're falling. Under starlit skies we'll fly. In our dreams we soar high. Midnight glow falling down, stars whisper secrets now. Moonlight paints shadows bright in this magic midnight light. Walking streets feel the breeze.
God said it's not good for man to be alone. And I believe that you're my one and only. So come with me. We see when the sun is shining, climb the mountain, when the leaves are falling, falling for you. Breathe through springtime love, then our lives begun. When we became one. Sun is shining, we'll climb the mountain, and the leaves are falling, falling for you. When the winter comes, keep you warm, carry you through springtime love, carry you through springtime love. Lives begun.
I welcome you here today to share with Leanne and Kelvin the beginning of the vote of marriage, which design and believe in. To signify your design to enter into the vote of marriage, please turn and face each other, joining your hands together. I, Kelvin, take you, Leanne, to be my wife.
I, Kelvin, take you, Leanne, to be my wife.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I promise before all these witnesses
I promise before all these witnesses
to be your faithful husband,
to be your faithful husband,
to join with you,
to join with you,
and to share all that is to come,
and to share all that is to come,
to give and to receive,
to give and to receive,
to speak and to listen,
to speak and to listen,
to inspire and to respond,
to inspire and to respond,
and in all circumstances
and in all circumstances
of our life together,
of our lives together,
to be loyal to you
to be loyal to you
with my whole life
with my whole life
and with all my being.
and with all my being.
I will love you
I will love you
as your husband,
as your husband,
your lover,
your lover,
and your best friend,
and your best friend,
always and forever.
always and forever.
I, Leanne, take you, Kelvin, to be my husband
I, Leanne, take you, Kelvin, to be my husband.
from this day forward.
From this day forward,
I promise before all these witnesses
I promise before all these witnesses
to be your faithful wife,
to be your faithful wife,
to join with you,
to join with you,
and to share all that is to come,
and to share all that is to come,
to give and to receive,
to give and to receive,
to speak and to listen,
to speak and to listen,
to inspire and to respond,
inspire and to respond,
and in all circumstances
and in all circumstances
of our life together,
of our life together,
to be loyal to you
to be loyal to you
with my whole life
with my whole life,
and with all my being.
with all my being.
I will love you
I will love you
as your wife,
as your wife,
your lover,
your lover,
and your best friend,
and your best friend,
always and forever.
always and forever.
Now, may I have a rings, please? Leanne, I give you this ring
Leanne, I give you this ring
as a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
knowing that love is precious
knowing that love is precious
and fragile,
and fragile,
yet strong.
yet
I give you this sign of our love
I give you this sign of our love
as an ever-present symbol
as an ever-present symbol
of the vow
of the vows
we have made here
we have made here
this day.
this day.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give you my love
as I give you my love
and my heart
and my heart
forever
forever
and ever.
and ever.
Kelvin, I give you this ring
Kelvin, I give you this ring
as a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
knowing that love is precious
knowing that love is precious
and fragile,
and fragile,
yet strong.
yet strong.
I give you this sign of our love
I give you the sign of our love
as an ever-present symbol
as an ever-present symbol
of the vows
of the vows
we have made here this day. I give you this ring as I give you my love and my heart forever and ever. Kelvin, do you accept Leanne as your lawful wife?
I do.
Leanne, do you accept Kelvin as your lawful husband? From this moment we were united by free, willing to marry. You ought to give each other love, faith, or respect for your life. The marriage that joins you only gives you your chances to be the same in your life, to be faced on equal basis of the matters which will appear in the common life, a husband and wife, and generally in all difficulties in life. You also will have to contribute both with your partner to face all the difficulties which have been caused by married life and the maintenance and promotion of the family that you will create. Finally, in common are the duties and the rights of both of you to take care for the growth and education of your children so that they will become useful, good citizens and free personalities. We can now officially pronounce you husband
And wife.
and wife. Kelvin. And I kiss the bride, Kelvin. Okay, I will take now the vows. Enjoy your wedding. All the best. Congratulations.
Let me check for my phone. She understand that one, lollipop.
You know? Sorry, ladies, come a bit more back. Sorry.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define us within. And I've been there before. That life's a ball so full of the superficial. Some people don't know some people search for a fountain. Promises forever young. Some people need because they're all yeah. That's the only way to prove you love them. And you're on a silver platter. You've got your family and they need you there. Though I try to resist being last on your list, but no other that's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you. It's not been easy living alone. My friends try and tell me I got a man of my own, but each time I try, I just break down and cry. 'Cause I'd rather be home feeling blue. So I'm saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we'd run away together.
that Bill Gates was giving. And I think the daughters were there. They said, Dad, I can't believe you're here. He said, well, sorry, girl. Parents are put on this earth to embarrass the children. So I hope son will forgive me after this. But no, I have to start by thanking everyone. Honestly, sorry, my voice. This is the first marriage in the family. So you can imagine our joy, my wife and I. We're a family of 3 children, and so we're really very thrilled about this occasion, and it's causing a lot of reflection. So I want to extend our profound gratitude to each and everyone who's taken the time from work, from England to travel here. There couldn't be a better case for a self-selecting population of people. Thank you so much. From our hearts, we really want to say we're grateful. Now, I'm so sorry for my voice, honestly. Cut out some water. When I thought about today, we're very proud about our son. Calvin, I wanted to know that I know you expressed the other way. I think what comes to my mind is the comeback kid. There is no one more deserving of those words than our son. And I take full responsibility. Came into this country in 1999 for postgraduate studies. And Kelvin was uprooted like a really, very young boy. Came into the country and we're running around with the nature of the rotations up and down the place, himself and his elder brother sitting there. They suffered a little bit. And so part of that, and we were all aware with my lovely wife here, and we had some amazing support around us, and thank God most of them are here today. And so I came back one day, and Kelvin walked in, and he had a piercing on the ear. And forgive me because this is my prejudice. I have to acknowledge that. I'll be a fool not to say I panicked. Because as at that time, I'm coming from Africa and I'm looking at the boardrooms. I'm looking at all kinds of high-flying things. I don't see anyone with piercing. And I promise you, that's not my belief today. I know that you can pierce your ears, you can be anything and be, completely change my opinion. But then I panicked. I thought, son, what are you doing? And this is what Kelvin said to me. He said he fell onto something. And I am a surgeon. I said, sorry, son. What did you say? You mean you fell into something that pierced you so beautifully? Because he had apparently, of course, he takes his clothes when he's out of the house and things like that. So I pulled him to I said, son, no, I need some explanation. What are you doing? And I don't want to say, all what went on. But my wife and I sat down and said, no, this is not good. Well, what are we going to do? I'm here pursuing a PhD and I cannot support you guys more than what I'm doing. What am I going to do? It was a sad decision. But even he today, I think, has forgiven me. Because the ultimate was, we needed to send him back to Nigeria. Because at that point, I thought, perhaps he had forgotten. Someone said the true values in life are only appreciated in the presence of their contrast. You can never really appreciate life unless you've been blind. I'm telling you the truth. So the pain, and I'm not ashamed of it, we're Africans, you come in there's quite a bit of pain and deprivation. And when you come over here, you kind of forgot, I said, no, this guy has forgotten this. I need him to get there. Now, how do I get him back to Africa? He was not going to willingly jump into the plane and say, Dad, let's get to Africa. No way. So we hashed out the plan. So son, we're going on the plan. We're going on a trip to Paris. And my son was never, I don't want to forgive it to myself because I felt sorry, I felt bad. We go to Paris and we go into this plane. He said, Dad, why are there so many black men in the plane? I said, what's wrong with you? You're a black guy. Why you never around black folk? And that's how we took off. When we got onto the plane, I said, son, I'm so sorry. I have to do this. Oh, I will never forget the look on my child's face. And he was broken. We got to Lagos and he saw people that were digging. He said, Dad, why are they digging? I said, well, those are folk that had a chance to bring something into time that would alter the future. and they refuse. I know they would have all kinds of excuses. So son, I'm begging you, now that you're here, take the time to really value time and what you put into time. And you know, we are proud of Kelvin because he did just that. He came back into the country. Obviously, when the whole period was finished, we brought him back. And we live in Jim. It's kind of far removed, so the company was different. I remember university said they needed 15 distinctions. Kelvin had 15 distinctions. Before Kelvin went to Nigeria, that would have been like he would have said, no, that I can't do that. But he whisked through it. And since then, his comeback has been amazing. Kelvin is a son that we love with our hearts. Like he said himself, he knows himself, he's very gobby. In fact, very, you know, very robust conversations. But, you know, ultimately, it shows great understanding. I have to say something about, in spite of all of his comeback and going to uni, yeah, I think you had what, a first class, first degree, distinction, masters and all that stuff. I have never seen my son happier than when he met Leanne. And I think my wife and I could descend that. We could descend that. Yeah. Now we have a culture in the Eagles. I'm not ashamed to say it. We meet, you know, every month, first 5 days, we meet over Zoom and we, you know, we discuss things, we encourage each other, we talk over things. And you could see that Kelvin was different. I said, look, what's going on, son? And then he talked about Leanne. So I know that my son has met the love of his life. And we are really, really
Okay. Evening, everyone. Warm welcome to the Santorini Jam. What a fantastic venue. I can't try to put it in words as eloquently as Celestina and Michael spoke last night, but it's quite difficult to say awesome. For anyone I've not met, my name's Phil. I'm a very proud father of the bride and now father of the groom. So I asked Lewis for some guidance. He said I needed to distance myself from the words I was saying. So I stuck a copy of the speech in that palm tree over there. But unfortunately, my eyesight isn't what it used to be. Thanks for the advice anyway. So I'd like to propose a toast.
Come on, Calvin.
My wife and I. Heavy words, heavy words. My wife and I would like to thank you all for being here. We've spent the last 18 months thinking about this day, planning, and I can truly say it's the best feeling in the world. So I met Leanne at the back end of 2018. I just moved to Reading for my master's. I was doing sustainability, and I needed a job because I was a broke student. So I called up the Clark store, and the old manager at the time was Craig, and he said he was leaving the store, he was being transferred, and that a lady was going to be starting called Leanne, that I should go into the store and ask for a job then. And then went in the following week, and I got shown into the interview room, and here comes Leanne, right? But here's the kicker, right? So before I walked into that interview room, I I said to myself, because I'd worked at Clark's for like 4 years prior to this day, and I said, I didn't want to work in stock, I didn't want to work on kids, I didn't want to do certain jobs, because I knew, you know, obviously having worked at Clark's before, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, right? So I'm in the interview room now, and Leanne goes, what is your experience and what can you do? I lost it. I can work on kids. I can work in stock. I can do anything. I lost all composure at this point. And looking into her eyes, I'm sure you've all done it. It's piercing, it's beautiful, it's amazing. You can get lost in it. And I got lost in it. And I looked into her eyes and I said everything contrary to what I planned. I can honestly say I fancied her from the minute I laid my eyes on her. So thank you all for being here today. We've got so many people from all over the UK, from Blackpool, from Birmingham, the Lake District, and from London, everywhere. And we are so grateful to have you all here today. I know this place hasn't been the easiest or the cheapest to come, so we are very, very grateful. So I'll come back to this lovely lady in a moment, but there's an awful lot of people to thank. So I'll start with Leanne's mum and dad. Phil and Bev. Where do I start? The Chelsea fan or the lovely lady? I'll start with a lovely lady. You've been amazing. You've been a mum. From the moment I got introduced to you, you've been there for us. Every step of the way. No issue is too big. You're always willing to listen. And we massively appreciate that. We appreciate the openness, the love and warmth that you give us. You're massively, massively grateful. So, Phil mentioned that I'm a massive Arsenal fan. That's I am. And the last 20 years, Arsenal have disappointed. However, if you've been keeping up with football, you'll notice that Arsenal are back. We're on the up. And what coincides with that is Chelsea are back where they belong. And I call it languishing. And he knows that word. It's his favourite word. I use all the time. Chelsea are back languishing at the bottom half of the table. Apart from this year. Everything I love about Leanne is stored in your deep-rooted value of love, respect, and care for those around you. I see you both at your happiest when you're around Leanne and Lewis, and I want to let you know that we haven't really taken Leanne away today. We're not going anywhere, mainly because I still need your DIY skills. To my mum and dad, you gave me a childhood that most can only dream of. I couldn't put into words how much you mean to me. I am who I am today because of the prayers and sacrifices that you made for me and my siblings. You're constantly pushing me, motivating me, and challenging me to strive for better and greater. I don't know where I'd be today without you. I wasn't the easiest child, Bobby, but you've always been there for me. Nothing is too much. And yes, you might say, yeah, but we're your parents. What can we do? But I appreciate everything you've done, and everything you've done has led up to this moment today. You've been my biggest fans. When I failed in life, you've been there to pick me up. I love you so much, and words I can't put into words how much I appreciate both of you. Right, I hope you have a good time tonight. You'll have no idea the amount of planning, the time, the thought, the energy that has gone into the clothing that you wore last night. So, incorporating a traditional feel to our wedding was very important to us and my parents and the family. It symbolizes the coming together of our cultures and the acceptance of our cultures. And my mum made that all happen. Everything that went on last night was all my mum. We gave her an idea and she simply ran away with it. She carefully planned and pieced everything together. I heard people say, those materials are lovely, the clothing is nice. That's all my mum. To my best man, Elliot. So I met Elliot during my undergrad studies at the University of Leicester, and everyone on that table there are all from the University of Leicester. And whilst at uni, I stayed off campus. So a lot of my friends here today stayed on campus in the university halls, but I stayed away from campus. I was a little bit shy going into uni, a little bit. I know it seems weird, but I was. And I was a broke student again. And so I found it a little bit hard to make friends initially. Elliot was there for me. He quickly noticed that, and he put his arms around me like a brother. He was there for me, and he made me feel loved. And so thank you to Elliot and my groomsmen. You got me home from the stag do in one piece, although it took me a week to recover. And just before I pass the mic over, I just want to say, Elliot's a pathological liar. So anything he says that isn't complimentary isn't true. To our beautiful bridesmaids and sisters, you look absolutely gorgeous. You look amazing. Thank you all for taking care of Leanne in the run-up for today. Special shout out to Lizzie. She's incredible. And now, sadly, there are some people who can't be here today, not because they don't want to be here, but because they can't be here. And I want to say thank you to them, because we are only here because they were here before us. And so to that effect, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses as we celebrate them. Cheers. Cheers. And finally, Leanne, my heart's so full. Our friends, our family are all gathered here today to celebrate us. I cannot wait to live the rest of our lives together. You are everything to me, and I fall in love with you more and more every day.
And secondly, I want to say what a spectacular wedding this has been so far, so credit to everyone behind the scenes that's made that happen. Can have a little round of applause for that. I remember exactly when Kelvin asked me to be his best man. I was pacing around my lounge like a madman, ecstatic that one of my closest friends wanted me up there when he tied the knot. Kelvin and I met about 10 years ago in Leicester, where we both studied geology at university, and we hit it off immediately, as he said. We both had a shared love of football. I'm the bigger Arsenal fan. Our families live quite nearby in London, and spending days on end looking at rocks and fossils naturally brings people closer together. For those that were here yesterday, you might know I mentioned my challenges. We both had our own challenges throughout that time. And the one thing that speaks to Kelvin's character is that he's always someone who I can wholly rely on, and was always the first to offer his support. So I was looking through my text messages with him, trying to find some funny or stupid thing that he might have said to me over the last 10 years. But I kind of fixed upon a message that he sent me back a couple of years ago when I was going through trouble, and he was the first of all of my friends to message me after that. So he's always been there for me. During our first ever conversation, Kelvin told me that he hadn't properly gone clubbing, or even had a beer before properly. So obviously, as the raging alcoholic that I am, I couldn't let that slide. So I insisted that he come out with my housemates and myself that night, and from then on, he was one of the boys. We went on to live together in our second year, along with another friend that's here today, Yas. Hey. This feels like a long time ago now, as believe it or not, back then Kelvin was actually scrawnier than I was. A few weeks after meeting each other, I started dragging him along to the gym with me. So I take full responsibility for turning him into the walking advert for Maxi Muscle that he is. Now, that's not to say Kelvin and I have always gotten along. We once had a very spirited disagreement at the top of a Welsh hill about whether God created dinosaurs or not. Where I argued for science and Kelvin argued that God put them there. Now, I'm not a religious man, so I couldn't fathom that. I was full Darwinism. But Kelvin put on a very, very convincing case. And all that argument proved was just how passionate Kelvin can be for the things he loves. Whether it's his religion, his football club, his protein powder, and of course, now Leanne. As Kelvin has always been quite a reserved person, I was surprised to hear of the scandal that he caused by chatting up his boss. And a Chelsea fan, no less. For him to do that, it would have had to be for someone very special, and Leanne is exactly that. Ever since he'd met Leanne, he's been the happiest I've ever known him, and I'm chuffed that he's found someone who's not only beautiful and kind, but also someone who brings the absolute best out of him. As Gandhi said, where there is love, there is life, and I hope your life together is full of love and happiness, and I'm so grateful that you've got me here seeing you take that step. So, I'd like for everyone to raise their glass to Mr. and Mrs. Eggford. Cheers. Cheers. And I'd like to hand over to the father of the group.